Kabiyesi and Ooni of Ife was so surprised over what Oba Akinde said before he passed on. My correct people, you see, for this life, my prayers for Queen Naomi is that anybody that wants her to buy must buy on her behalf. Anybody that doesn't want her to stay in a good health will always be at the hospital, will always be admitted. In short, they go to use pipe, they pass food for that person. Anybody who doesn't want Queen Naomi to come back to the palace, now so God go to disgrace them, disappoint them. Because you see, for that palace, now Queen Naomi get them. Anybody who is fighting Queen Naomi, that is how God will continue to fight them. This one, so many people have passed on because of Queen Naomi. The other time we heard that one woman, they gave something to go and give to Babalawo in Enugu State. That one that one had an accident, and from there they took her to the hospital. From the hospital she passed on. That one, number one. Another person too was in the hospital. I don't know whether that person had passed on. There are people that they found their body in the palace. There are different animals they have find their body. That was when Iyamifa was in the palace, because of what they are fighting Queen Naomi. There are some of them that confessed then, that was in their sick bed, because of what they are fighting. Even some of them are still in their sick bed till now. They are fighting Queen Naomi. Oba Akinde, who was, I don't know, will I say they used something to block his head, because he said it that Queen Naomi made him to stay in the sick bed for 3 years. So therefore, Queen Naomi will not come back to the palace. Because Kabiyesi married Queen Naomi, he did not like Queen Naomi. He never wanted Kabiyesi to be in the throne. So Kabiyesi now married Queen Naomi. So because of the fact that he doesn't love Queen Naomi and he doesn't want Kabiyesi to be in the seat, he started fighting Queen Naomi. Maybe they thought that Queen Naomi is just a fake prophetess, that when they blew her breeze, she will fall apart. But they were too surprised that Queen Naomi is not a fake prophetess, that Queen Naomi is a real woman of God. So they started fighting her. That Oba Akinde, his own is that he fought Queen Naomi physically, spiritually. When Queen Naomi raised up her hand to pray that God should fight for him, that God should fight for her, they said that this man fell sick. They started carrying him from one hospital to the other in Nigeria. They couldn't. They found out that the thing was so serious. They now traveled him to abroad. Now we heard the other time, I think last 2 months, that he came back. When he came back, he continued from where he stopped. Not since he know that it was Queen Naomi that made him to fell sick and stay in the hospital for almost 3 years. He still came back and continued fighting Queen Naomi. He thought that maybe Queen Naomi have stopped being prophetess. Hey, my people. Now we come and hear say this time around that the man is no longer there. He don't buy. He don't pass on. And as he passed on, before he passed on, they said that he confessed that he was the one who buried that cow goat in the palace through the use of some of the oloris. But one thing I don't know is that they did not tell us that he called the name of the oloris that he used to bury that thing in the palace. That all he wanted is that Queen Naomi should never come back to that palace. That he wants her sister, her say her daughter sabi her sister, to come back to the palace. That is Olori Ashley, Olori Ronke. That he want them to come back to the palace and be in the palace. That there is no how Queen Naomi that is no royalty will be in the palace, while they that is royalty from birth will not be in the palace. But for the virtue of Queen Naomi marrying Kabiyesi, Queen Naomi is now royalty. I don't know whether they used to forget that one. So my people, another thing that shocked people is that before this man passed on, if it is true, don't forget that they are alleged information. Before he passed on, they said that he called his people and advised them to tell Olori Ronke them, Ashley, and all of the Olori that is fighting Queen Naomi, that they should desist from fighting Queen Naomi. They should remove their hands from anything that concerns Queen Naomi. That Queen Naomi is not just ordinary person. That Queen Naomi is a real woman of God, and Queen Naomi's hands are clean. That she did not do any bad thing for coming to the palace as for Ooni of Ife for marrying her. That she did not do any bad thing. That it is the call of God that she answered. That it is God that brought her into the palace as a wife. That anybody that is fighting her should stop fighting her before that person will end up the way he ended up. That there is nothing he did not try to know if they can save his life, but they couldn't save his life, all because of what? He was fighting Queen Naomi. That he was even warned. They told him that why you are passing away is just because of Queen Naomi. If not, we would have lived. Now we have called people and told them what they told him before he passed on. And my people, I was like, why didn't he call the names of those Oloris? Because the way he said it, it means that it's not just one person. Because say that cow head they buried in the palace, we heard that it is Aunty Igwe that buried it. That is not, it's not as in they did not mention another person's name. It's only Aunty Igwe that we heard. Unless there are two that buried that thing. But this man now is saying that he is the one that gave them the thing to go and bury with the help of some of the Oloris. So when he made mention of some of the Oloris, it means that they are not just one Olori, that they are almost 2 or 3. You don't know. So my people, now wetin I dey hear, I was like, as you dey fight person wey im hand dey clean, na so God go fight you. That is how God go fight you. If you know what is good for you, omo, be calm. Be calm. Leave God to do his own thing for himself. Queen Naomi that you are fighting, Queen Naomi did not do anything. You don't want her to come back to her husband's house. But you married your own wife and you stay with your husband, your wife is in your home. When you were Oba, because we heard that he's an Oba, you stayed with your own. Okay, when they said that Queen Naomi acquired her master's degree, her PhD, sorry. This man was at the hospital and was like, which kind of PhD is that? That one, the PhD is from this unqualified schools that you just pay them and they will issue you a certificate. Now Queen Naomi's certificate is not the original one, because then they were saying that Queen Naomi doesn't have even first degree, but Queen Naomi went out and they pursue everything and they get it. So sometimes somebody might throw a word at you saying that you do not have this, you do not get this, you are a useless human being, you are this, you are that. When you want to show them that you are not what they think you are, you move out and they strive to acquire that thing, as Queen Naomi did, and Queen Naomi shocked all of them. When Queen Naomi is a doctorate degree holder.